So the game I'm playing today is called 10 More Bullets. This is an arcade-style score attack game where you have to destroy as many ships as possible with only 10 bullets. Now that may sound counterintuitive at first, but this game is not just about destroying ships, it's about causing chain reactions. Every time you destroy a ship in this game, it'll actually cause them to emit more bullets. Indeed, you launch a bullet at a ship in this game, and it explodes into more bullets. So the objective then is to try and time your shot wisely, so that way you can get a massive chain reaction going where there will be so many bullets flying all over the screen where none of the ships that pass by will even stand a chance against you. The game has no actual ending, and it will end immediately once you run out of bullets. This game was originally uploaded to Newgrounds all the way back in 2013. It is in fact a Flash game, and if you're wondering how exactly I'm able to play it, well, I'm playing it through the official Newgrounds player. Now this game, as its title would imply, is supposed to be a sequel to another Flash game called 10 Bullets. This version of the game includes a lot more additional features that the original 10 Bullets did not have, and originally I was going to turn this into a double feature where I was showing off both 10 bullets and 10 more bullets in the exact same video, but here's the thing, I played both of those games. I played both 10 bullets and 10 more bullets off screen before recording this. 10 more bullets has a lot more style and substance than the original does. The original is honestly just really boring, I find. The only thing you can really do in the original 10 bullets is just fire at ships, and that's about it. 10 More Bullets, on the other hand, has a vast array of additional content that I really feel makes the game a lot more enjoyable to play, and it definitely elevates it to something more than the sum of its parts. And in case you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, why don't we just get into the game? Frick it, let's just go and do it. So, we have two different modes here. We have arcade mode and 2 players. I'm just gonna go to arcade mode for now, because I'm only playing this by myself at the moment. So before you begin a run here, you do have a shop that you can purchase upgrades from. Now you'll notice that when I was playing this game off screen, I did get a little carried away, and I ended up purchasing all of the upgrades, which means I already have everything maxed out, and I can't actually upgrade them again. And by the way, I should clarify that the reason why I'm not showing off 10 bullets in this video as well is because I just really don't like the original version of the game. I feel like the original game is very bland compared to its sequel. Its sequel is leaps and bounds better, so I could have easily slotted 10 bullets into this video as well, but I really like 10 More Bullets a lot more. Like, it's arguably a much better game, or I mean objectively it's much better, so I'd rather show you guys this version instead. But yeah, something that is new to 10 More Bullets are upgrades. So you get a max combo for bigger explosions, which basically means that whenever you destroy a ship, it'll fire even more bullets out of itself. You can increase this all the way up to 25. Boosters is basically the amount of upgrades that you can have enabled all at once. So there are some ships in this game that do drop upgrades, and as you may have been able to guess, the upgrades make you a lot stronger for a limited period of time. And with the power of boosters, it's actually possible to stack multiple upgrades on top of each other, up to 5 of them. And with that, you can cause even more destruction. You can increase the amount of grabbers as well, so the grabbers will help you pick up items from off the ground, because whenever ships do drop items, they usually fly off in all sorts of random directions, and what the grabbers will do is that they will go and grab the item and they'll bring it back to your cannon. And by the way, your cannon is the little, like, black object that you see in the bottom center of the title screen right here. That's the cannon you're controlling, and for the record, it can only fire upwards. You can't actually aim your cannon at all, you can only fire it in one direction. And then finally, you have special waves, which is also a type of upgrade that you can receive in the game. What this basically does is that whenever you pick up a special wave upgrade, there will be a massive army of ships that suddenly appear in a formation, And this upgrade right here allows you to increase the amount of ships that appear in every special wave. You can increase this up to 50. And there's a bunch of other upgrades that you can also collect in the middle of a game as well. I'm not going to go over all of them like immediately. I'm actually just going to get started with the game right away so I can explain all of this stuff as we go along here. So you can press the spacebar to shoot, and alternatively you can also left click. So all of these ships spawn in at complete random, and there is no timer in this game either. If you don't want to fire, well, you don't have to. You can actually take your time trying to aim your shot so that you can get a huge chain reaction going. And ideally, you want to try and attack the ships when they're clustered up together like that. This will make it a lot easier for the bullets to hit other ships that are close by, so I'm gonna see if I can try and time this well here. I can just give an example as to what this looks like. So I press the spacebar, and then you'll see that there's a bunch of bullets that fly out of the ships, and they'll just fly off in random directions, and as you can see, these white ships will be destroyed instantly, but there's also different kinds of ships that can spawn as well. There are black ships, like the one you see right there that just passed by, that can move a lot quicker, and are therefore a lot harder to hit. However, much like the white ships, those ones only take one hit to destroy. So this is actually a special wave right here, the zigzag. So usually you can just hit, okay, yeah, the entire game's just going crazy now, but yeah, usually with these special waves, all you have to do is just, oh my god, dude. Yeah, all you have to do normally with the special waves is just fire one bullet, and it'll pretty much take out the entire wave. That's the thing that I love about this game. Like, sometimes it only takes one bullet to create a massive chain reaction, like what you're seeing on screen right now. And because the upgrades are all randomized, because I do believe all of the ships drop random upgrades, but sometimes luck can play in your favor, and you get a whole bunch of special waves or mini waves that occur all at a single time, and you just get all of this freaking destruction that you're seeing going on the screen right now. Yeah, I'm not doing anything, by the way. The game is just doing this automatically because I lined up a shot so freaking well that it's just doing this now. It's just going absolutely insane. Look at this, dude. Holy crap. Oh yeah, you can also get extra bullets if you get a large enough combo. That's another thing you can do. Something else that I also need to mention, you see those heavily armored ships right there? Those, like, bluish ships? Well, it is over, unfortunately. Oh, maybe it's not. Hang on, there was another mini-wave. Aw, damn it. That white ship got in the way. Yeah, so you may have noticed that there were these, much larger ships that sometimes appear. So, those ships can be destroyed, and when you do destroy them, they will drop a ton of items for your little grabbers to pick up. However, because they are heavily armored, they take a lot more hits to destroy. Some of them can take up to like 20 or 30 bullets in order to kill. So, I also have piercing bullets, so basically what piercing bullets does is that it allows the bullets to pass right through all the enemies. Because normally, when the bullets collide, or like when your bullet collides with an enemy, your bullet will be destroyed instantly. However, when you have piercing bullets, that doesn't happen at all. There's also an upgrade you can get called You Shoot for Free, where you can basically fire as many bullets as you want, and it doesn't actually use up any of the bullets that you have. So you can basically just, you know, you can just spam spacebar as much as you want for a limited period of time. I actually just completely ran out of bullets. I'm gonna explain what those yellow ships are in just a second. Yeah, so 1369, first of all, nice. Very nice number. Yeah, so I would like to talk about these yellow ships as well. Oh, and by the way, you can actually buy an additional bullet for 1,000 coins, but I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna replay. Yeah, so I do want to talk about those yellow ships. So if you're wondering what those yellow ships are, as soon as you destroy those ships, every ship on the screen will be converted into a coin. And coins can appear big or small when they do spawn in. The smaller coins are usually worth 5 gold, and the bigger coins are worth 20. And I think there's also a really large coin that can appear sometimes as well, that's worth 100 coins. So I can demonstrate this right here. So I hit this, yeah, well I just killed it right there, but I did actually get a special wave, though, so I probably could have timed that a little bit better. But, yeah, you noticed right there that when I destroyed the yellow ship, it got converted into gold instantly. And I think a couple of other ships on the screen also got converted into gold. There's also an upgrade you get called Raining Gold, where it will just rain gold from the sky, and your grabbers will try to grab all of the gold within the vicinity. Now keep in mind that all of the items that drop on the ground will despawn after a while. But if your grabbers manage to collect them in time, then they won't despawn, and they will be able to bring the upgrade back to your cannon. Now, ideally, what you want to happen instead is that you want the upgrades to fall directly on top of your cannon. Because if the upgrades manage to fall onto your cannon, you will grab the upgrade instantly. So that way you don't have to rely on your grabbers in order to pick them up and bring the upgrades to you, because that does waste time, admittedly. Holy crap, dude. These freaking chain reactions that I am getting right now are just absolutely wild. I don't even know what the frick is going on right now. Yeah, this is the kind of destruction that can unfold in this game from just a very well-timed bullet shot. Oh my god, dude, even that large ship doesn't stand a chance. It just doesn't stand a chance. Oh my god. Just a nice big horizontal line of bullets that are just flying everywhere. Although, admittedly, this game does contain a lot of flashing lights, though, so if you do suffer from photosensitive epilepsy, just keep that in mind. This is probably not a game you would want to be playing if you do suffer from that. Unfortunately, there is no way to disable the flashing. Every time you destroy a large ship, the screen will flash like that, and unfortunately, the flash is also like a full screen effect, because the entire screen flickers when that happens. So yeah, unfortunately, this game is not really epileptic-friendly, I would say. But at the same time, it still looks really freaking cool. But again, just keep that in mind, because, you know, whenever I cover any of these kinds of games on my channel, I want you guys to actually be safe while playing these games, so just keep that in mind. There are some flashing lights in this game, some strobe effects, so if that does bother you, then this is probably not a game you want to be playing. Also, I was able to demonstrate the raining gold effect there a little bit better when I destroyed that yellow ship there, because there were a bunch of other white ships in the general vicinity that all got converted into coins. Of course, the coins are not really useful anymore. Okay, there we go. I was able to demonstrate it even better. Yeah, see, and I collect the gold instantly because it all fell onto my cannon, and not around my cannon. Also, I have like 4,000 gold, I just realized. Yeah, the gold's not really useful for anything else anymore, because I already have all of the upgrades. Okay, what are you bringing towards me? More ships? Well, that's not going to be useful because I have no bullets anymore. And at the end of your run, you also receive a certain number of coins depending on your score. I think the bigger score that you get, the higher amount of coins you'll receive at the end of your run. So I guess from now on, I'm just going to be hoarding all of these coins, but other than that, guys, that's actually pretty much the entire game. The entire game just involves creating all these chain reactions, and this is like the only environment that appears in the game as well. Just this like nice, this nice orange environment, almost kind of like we're at sunset almost, or it's taking place at sunset, taking place at dusk. My god, these chain reactions though, these chain reactions are just going absolutely insane right now. Look, what the frick is this? I have like 4 piercing bullet upgrades. Yeah, one thing that is interesting about the upgrades, like I mentioned before, is that you can stack the same kinds of upgrades on top of each other. So for instance, there's also an upgrade that multiplies your score by 2, and if you manage to stack those upgrades on top of each other, you can get even more points. Like, if you stack 2 copies of a score x2 upgrade onto each other, then the amount of points that you receive is actually quadrupled. Like normally every time you destroy a ship, you only get 1 point, but if you get a score x2 multiplier, then that score is multiplied by 2, but if you get 2 of those same upgrades, then your score is multiplied by 4, and so on. So you can wind up in some really wild situations where you're just stacking all sorts of upgrades on top of each other and just causing all sorts of annihilation. It's absolutely crazy, man. I haven't been able to get a multiplier higher than 4x, though, but I imagine it would be possible to stack, like, 5 score x2s on top of each other to get, like, what is that, like, x32, I think? Like a 32 times multiplier? At least I think that's correct. So yeah, this game can get absolutely mental after a while. And part of the reason why I wanted to play this is not because this was a game that I actually discovered around 2013, and I just never got around to doing a video on it, so I wanted to play it now. I actually only discovered this game yesterday. Yeah, this is a game that I only discovered, like, last night, and I was kind of blown away at just how insane this game can actually become when you get, like, a really good chain reaction going. And I just wanted to share it with you guys because I just thought this game was absolutely crazy. Like, it's so addicting, that's the thing. This really does feel like another one of those just one more round kinds of games where you're always trying to try and best yourself and trying to beat your high score. If you want to know what my high score is in this game so far, I managed to get a score of 2300 at one point. I think my exact score was like 2310. I think that was like the exact amount of points that I was able to receive. And I was able to get that from stacking score x2 multipliers on top of each other. One upgrade that you definitely want to get here is more ships, because, as its name would imply, that will cause more ships to spawn, and you can actually stack those upgrades on top of each other to cause even more ships to spawn. As a matter of fact, I have a stack of 2 more ships upgrades right now, and there's a ton of them that are spawning. And again, this will help with getting a chain reaction going, because there will be even more bullets that fly around. The more ships that get destroyed all at once, the more bullets that there will be on the screen. And since all of these ships get destroyed in like one hit, except for, you know, the armored ones, then yeah, basically nothing that appears on the screen will stand a chance against you. Nothing will be able to stand in your way. God, look at all these mini waves as well. Frick. Yeah, something else that I also want to mention about the black ships in particular is that every time you destroy a black ship, they will instantly spawn 25 bullets. So, one thing you can take note of right here is that there is a multiplier that appears every time you destroy a ship. And that multiplier shows you how many bullets that ship is actually firing out of itself when it gets destroyed. So like, X22, X23, so there's like 22, 23 bullets, 25 bullets that are being sent out of these ships, or that are, like, basically spawning out of these ships when they get destroyed. I believe... Yeah, I don't... Well, actually, I don't know if destroying the gold ship actually causes any bullets to spawn out of itself. I'm not sure, but it is one of the ways that you can get more gold. A lot more gold. Destroying the gold ship is one of the fastest ways to earn gold in this game, I would say. It was one of the reasons how I was able to upgrade all of my different weapons so quickly in my grabbers. Alright, well, game's over. I actually didn't realize I ran out of bullets, but there we go. I was way too distracted by all the other insane crap that was happening. I would have liked it if there were additional game modes here instead of just, like, a 2-player mode. But, unfortunately, if you're playing all by yourself, this is pretty much the only mode that you can play. I mean, you could probably also play 2-player mode by yourself, because I imagine that there would be keyboard controls for the second player, like for just, like if you're playing with just one keyboard. Like, I feel like it would be possible to play this with just one keyboard, because I imagine that there probably are 2-player controls that are mapped out, but... I mean, yeah, I don't... God, I really don't even know what else to say other than that. God, I really don't even need all of this gold. Because what would I even use it on at this point? Because I have all the freaking upgrades. I mean, what other upgrades could I talk about? I mean, there is grabber speed up. That's self-explanatory. It'll just make your grabbers move a lot quicker. So whenever they're trying to pick up some upgrades, well, they'll go about it a lot faster, basically. And that's pretty much it. That's about all there is to say regarding that upgrade. And for the record, I also want to mention as well that this game is free. So this game costs no money whatsoever. This was a free game that came out on Newgrounds like 8 years ago. Okay, well, that time around, that was a really shoddy performance right there. Only got 295. So I think in that case, guys, what I'm actually gonna do here is that I may just do like a few more runs of this, and then after that, I think I'm actually just gonna end the video off. Because that's about all there is to say regarding 10 more bullets. It's just basically a fixed shooter. Indeed, the most classic of shoot-'em-up genres, or I guess shoot-'em-up subgenres. But yeah, I mean, just destroying some ships, trying to get some really large chain reactions going. But once you acquire all the upgrades, there's not really too much else to do in the game beyond that. I mean, once you've acquired all the upgrades, you have effectively 100%ed the game, because there's nothing else for you to unlock. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much everything that I have to say about it, because this is like the entire game right here. This just goes on until you end up running out of bullets. And if you have enough gold, you can just give yourself even more bullets. So I guess if you have enough gold, you can just make the game going as long as you want, or going for as long as you want, and it'll just never end, pretty much. Oh my god, please. So many freaking bullets, dude. I also like how, when you have the zigzag way of going, all of the bullets do actually move in a zigzag motion. Oh my god, it's going again? Oh wait, did I actually... Oh, I didn't realize... God, I'm really not paying attention to just how many bullets I actually have on screen, because I thought for sure I had more bullets there. I was about to get excited because there was another, like, zigzag wave that just got summoned. It was about to cause even more annihilation in the neighborhood, but then I realized, oh, I actually have no bullets left. Yeah, this cross effect also looks really cool too, or that cross wave. There we go. All of the bullets take on a cross formation. Okay, let's actually do this here. I mean, sometimes I don't even need to fire any bullets whatsoever, because the game will just take care of it for me. Look at this. Look at this. Don't even need to do anything. I do think there is a limit as to how many bullets can appear on screen, though, because I did notice that when there's a huge amount of bullets that spawn on the screen, some of them will just disappear out of thin air. Like, some of them will just get deleted altogether. I did actually notice this when playing this off screen. There will be bullets that sometimes just despawn suddenly, and I think the reason for that is so that the game doesn't get, like, overloaded with bullets, because, yeah, there's too many physics objects appearing on screen or rendering on screen, if I had to guess, just so that the game engine doesn't get overwhelmed. I'm assuming. Yeah, so I mean, what else is there to say about this game? Well, I mean, there is a horizontal... Well, no, I already showed off the horizontal wave. Yeah, there we go. Just destroying all these armored ships, and look how many upgrades they're dropping. See, unfortunately, the grabbers have to, like, move all the way over there in order to pick them up, which is why it's a lot more preferable if you set it up in a way so that all of the upgrades drop directly onto your cannon, because the upgrade boxes themselves are also affected by physics, as you can see. They're also treated as physics objects. So I mean, yeah, it's basically just a score attack game. It's definitely addicting, I would say. It has a very addictive quality to it. It's definitely luck-based in some way, because I don't believe it's entirely possible to predict where exactly these bullets are going to go. But yeah, it's just, it's a fun little game that you can play within, like, short 5 or 10 minute bursts, I would say. If you're waiting for something else to download and you want to try and beat your high score, it definitely has that just one more round kind of quality to it. Yeah, it's not fun when all the bullets just miss their target entirely, though, which can also happen fairly often as well. I also want to mention, too, by the way, you'll notice that there are some bullets that are not even affecting the gold ship whatsoever. That's because in order to destroy the gold ship, you need to fire a bullet at it directly. The bullets that spawn from the other ships getting destroyed, they have no effect on the gold ship. So, in order to destroy the gold ship and convert all the other ships on the screen into gold, you have to kill it yourself. You can't rely on a bullet ricochet in order to destroy it, because as you can see right here, it's actually not affecting the ship whatsoever. It just got pummeled with like a million freaking bullets and it actually survived, so you need to try and kill it yourself. That's the only way that, that the gold ship can go down. It can't be destroyed by bullets emanating from other ships. It doesn't work that way. Like, for instance, watch right here, see? All these bullets? But then I fire a bullet at it and it gets destroyed instantly, so that's how you're supposed to take those out. Oh, I actually have no bullets remaining. Okay, well, just wait. Actually, no, I do have an extra bullet now. Okay, well, you just wasted that entire special wave because I had no freaking bullet that I could fire it at. If I just fired like one freaking bullet at it, it would have got like annihilated instantly. There, kind of like that right there. Okay. Let's see how long we can keep this going for, because this is actually my last bullet for real this time, unless I get another extra bullet. Oh, okay, well, it kind of saved it right there, because that last one was about to fly off the screen. Yeah, so you only get a game over once all of the bullets on the screen have left the screen. Like, even if you have no bullets remaining, the game will actually keep going as long as there are bullets on screen that are emanating from the other ships. So yeah, you just keep the combo going, but unfortunately we couldn't keep the combo going because we suck. Because we absolutely blow and suck at the same time. Simultaneous blowing and sucking. Okay, anyway, so there's also a leaderboard that you can see here. And how I assume this leaderboard works is that it's probably trying to connect to... I'm assuming not Newgrounds, but rather this site, because I think this game originally comes from a website called fastgames.com, but I don't know if that website is actually still online or not. And I am playing this through the Newgrounds player, and I don't know if it's just because I'm playing this through the Newgrounds player, but the leaderboard doesn't seem to load. It doesn't work at all. So I'm not entirely sure what could be going on with that, but the game's age could potentially have something to do with it. If you want to know how many players this game has on Newgrounds, it has about 300,000, so it's not one of the more popular Newgrounds games, but I still thought it was really cool, and it's definitely a really fun freaking game to play, so... I still like it, man. Like, I'm pretty much in love with this game. I'm really not a big fan of the original 10 Bullets because I feel like the original is kinda bland and boring, or it does get very tedious after a while, because if you want to know what the original 10 Bullets was like, it's basically the exact same gameplay as 10 More Bullets, but with basically none of the features that 10 More Bullets has. It's just shooting at ships, watching all the bullets fly out of them, and hoping for chain reactions to happen. And that's about it. There's no upgrades that you can acquire in-game, or any permanent upgrades that you can unlock either. I don't remember if there's even a 2-player mode in the original 10 Bullets. I have no idea. Yeah, so it's basically just a much more simplified version of 10 More Bullets, and I would not recommend playing that version of the game at all. I would just recommend playing this version instead. If you still want to play the original 10 Bullets, you can easily find it on Newgrounds. If you just search 10 Bullets, you should be able to find it instantly. But with all that being said, I think this is actually where I am going to leave the video, because I've got nothing more to say about this game. It's just a really small, but incredibly fun, addicting score attack game. Very arcadey. It's a game that you can easily play within short 5-minute bursts, I would say. And overall, it's just a really well-made little Flash game. It definitely surprised me, because I was not expecting to like this game whatsoever, but holy crap, man. When I saw just how insane some of the chain reactions could get when I was playing this off-screen, and couple that with the fact that you can actually obtain upgrades in the middle of a game to make yourself even more powerful, yeah, I was hooked almost instantly. This game definitely surprised me for absolute sure, and if you want to go and play it for yourself, the link's in the description. You can find it on Newgrounds. Now, one thing that I do need to mention is that in order to play it, due to the fact that this game originally ran on Flash, you will need to download the Newgrounds player first in order to play this game. I do believe there is also an HTML5 version of 10 More Bullets as well, that was also made by the person who originally made 10 More Bullets, but if you want to play the game offline, I guess, or I guess if you want to play the game outside of your browser, then yeah, you're gonna have to download the Newgrounds player first. And I'm not gonna give you any instructions on how to do that. You can just go to the Newgrounds website and you'll be able to figure it out for yourself, I feel. So there you go, that's 10 More Bullets, a game for those of you who like to fill the screen with all sorts of random crap and watch everything die. That's right, just fire one little bullet and watch the domino effect unfold, basically. It is absolutely glorious. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video I make. Later!